everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a book report type of thing where I'm going to review a book. I love reading. I've never done one of these on my channel, but I've been actually wanting to do one for so long now. I'm trying to get back into reading. I used to read so much when I was younger, and then just writing took over, but I'm trying to like slowly get back into it, and I have. And I read this book. It's Fangirl. I'm pretty sure everyone's read it by now. I'm so late to the party, but I at least got here. I showed up. Right? So hopefully you guys enjoy these, and yeah, let's get into the video. So I'm pretty sure you can hear me and see me a little better now, but this book was written by, this book was written by ROWELL. I hope I'm saying that right. I read her other book, Eleanor in Park. I have it with me actually. This is her book, her other book. Of course, everyone's read it. Everyone knows this book. I love this book. It was so cute and I enjoyed it. And I wanted to see like all her other books and like get into them, see what they're about. And I came across Fangirl, which is a story about a girl who likes, she's a young adult, college, and she likes writing fan fiction, which crazy because I low-key like writing fan fiction too, so that immediately dragged me right in. Embarrassing, yes. I completely relate to the character in the book when she's like kind of embarrassed, well, when they talk about how embarrassing it is to like read it. I write it, so even more cringy. So I totally related with her, and I completely got hooked with the book off of that, like off the bat. So I picked it up. I didn't pick it up because I don't have it on an actual copy. I got it from Audible. They give you free book a month, so if you guys, it's not an ad, not sponsorship, but if you guys want, you should check out Audible. Yeah, and I listened to it. It was really good. The narrator was really good. I don't know who it was, but they were excellent. And yeah, so I have a couple notes of me from when I actually was like reading the book, like during, like I would write down stuff, so I'll probably reference some of this. So let's actually get into the actual review. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows what the story's about. When I started reading this, listening to this, the audio book, I found Kath's character. That's the main character's name. She has a twin, so there's Ren and there's Kath. I didn't catch on to their name like being combined, being separated, until like they explained it themselves, like Kath or Ren. I was like, oh, how did I pick up on this? Like I felt so stupid. Did anyone catch it on like later on? Am I the only one? Oh god, embarrassing. But yeah, I didn't find Cather's character that likable. I found her very whiny in the beginning. I was like, get it together, girl, you are in college now, like you can do this, I know you can, kind of thing. And she was always kind of complaining because she was without her twin sister, which they grew up very close. They have like family issues, you guys know. Oh my god, if I did not already mention this, it's gonna be in title, but spoiler alert, like this is gonna be a spoiler type review and talk. So yeah, their family has issues, we all know that, and I was like, I could kind of understand, but I was just like, oh girl, get it together. The one thing I will give her, the ROWELL, I hope I'm saying that right, ROWELL, yeah, okay. The one thing that I think her character is very believable. I think she wrote her character like 100%, like that is the true character. It was just written, she was written so well, because across the board she was whiny. And not only that made her character so believable, but it was just, she was very like, the character just really spoke through like the text for me, I don't know. She was very believable and stuff, so I'll give her, the character, that. So another thing, Levi, I did not expect to be a main character. I thought he was just like the roommate of, because her roommate, it wasn't clear, but at the time in the beginning of the book, I thought it was her boyfriend. So I was like, it's just gonna be a side character, I don't care. And I immediately fell in love with Levi because he sounds like such an awesome, bright person. And I legit, I swear, I thought he was just like a side character. Lo and behold, he becomes a main kind of character and the love interest, which totally caught me off guard. I was just like, where did this go? Like, am I that like naive that can I not pick up on like things, hints? I don't know, but I really did not catch on to that, so it caught me off guard. So I wrote down like before I even knew, like, I love Levi. He reminds me a lot of the dude. He reminds me of a lot of this dude I used to know in high school. He reminded me a lot of him. He was just so go-lucky, charismatic, always like, yeah. So he's very upbeat and he's so cute. I wrote that too. I'm like, he's so cute. And then I wrote down right here, this is before I realized he's the main character and vital to the plot. I mean, not vital, but he is part of the plot. So there's that. Then in the book, which I thought was really cool, was that there's another story within the book. In the beginning it was very confusing to me. I didn't know, because the narrators, they switched off. There was two narrators. There was the main, there was one, and then it switched off into another narrator when the story came on. I don't know how it looks in the book or how she like kind of differentiated like the stories, but yeah. So I got a little confused because I didn't know what was her fan fiction. I assumed that was her fan fiction, but later on I kind of figured, no, this is the actual like Simon Baz story. So that was confusing for me in the beginning. Anyone who read the Audible, I don't know, was it confusing for you guys too? And I really enjoyed the story. It was a story within another story in the universe. So cool, so mind-boggling, but it was so interesting. I immediately got Harry Potter feels, and I like how they sneaked in a little Harry Potter mention just to be like, no, we're not Harry Potter, this is a new story. But I mean, it just felt so Harry Potter. The mage, I was like, that sounds like Dumbledore type of status, but like evil or something. The Simon, which one's Simon, which is Baz? I don't remember, but one was very Harry Potter to me and the other one seemed like Draco. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but in my mind that's how I saw them. And yeah, I was like, from fan fiction of like Draco and Harry type of stuff. So I really enjoyed the story. Oh my god, I didn't even know that there was she did a Carry On story, Rainbow Rowell. She actually wrote one, which I barely found out about like a day ago. I'm like, I need to read this. Further on in my notes, I'm looking and I'm like, all I have is a bunch of like, ooh, like, oh my god, surprise moments, like, ooh, you gonna get it, like when Levi and Catherine kiss, like when the roommate comes back. I was like, oh my god, something's about to go down, like someone's gonna throw down some hands and like she's about to get like, I don't know, I was just like, oh my god, something's gonna happen, but nothing happened, so it was okay. Oh my god. And then when Catherine walks in and Levi's kissing another girl, I was like, oh, who's this other chick? Like, what? He's a player. But lo and behold, he's not really a player. He was just like, you know, trying to deal, okay? And then he hit us later on in the book with when Eli's like, I'm falling in love with you moment. Like, that line got to me. I felt that. I got the feels a little bit. I was just like, oh. Ooh, how are you gonna hit us with that? Like, it's so cute. I was like oozing like, oh, feels. It was cute. But in the actual story, I related more to Ren. I felt like I did. I relate a lot to both of them now that I look back. Like, Catherine, I'm very introverted. I like to stay in my own space type of thing. I don't really like to go out. But then I'm also, once I'm out and I get myself to go out, I'm like Ren. I like to be social. I like to drink. I like to do all that stuff and party, go to bars and stuff. So I found a lot of myself in both, but if I had been in their situation, I felt like I would have been more like Ren, and that bugs me a little bit. I'm like, why would you be like that? But I know myself. I know that I would. Why am I kidding myself? I know if had I been in that college situation, that would have been so me. Oh, so shameful. So the book was really slow in the beginning for me, and I did not enjoy that. It took me a while to finally get into the groove of like the audiobook and the book itself, to get invested in these characters. It did. It took me a while. I remember putting it off. I'd be like, I don't know if I really want to continue reading, but it started picking up for me, and I was just like, okay, I'm invested. Let's keep going. Something that I really enjoyed was the actual fan fiction part of her story for like the Baz and Simon thing, her carry on fan fiction, was that nursery scene for Baz. There you go, it's Baz's background, where, because he's a vampire and like he wasn't always a vampire, so his background story about how he got turned, I thought it was so kind of tragic almost. I was like, okay. And I thought it was like for fan fiction, I was like, that's so cool. Like, I don't know, it's a part of the fan fiction world a little bit. My biggest issue with this book was the ending. The overall ending. It didn't seem like there was a resolution, which now that I look at it, I feel like maybe that had been the point. Like, it's just like life, you know, sometimes it just carries on. There is no real like ending resolution, or if there is, I don't know. But it still bugged me though. Like, it was weird. The ending, nothing feels resolved, I wrote down. And then I put in parentheses, like, is that the point, question mark? I don't know. The mom, like, what's the deal with the mom? Like, it just, I know Catherine didn't like her, she didn't want a relationship, but she kind of was just there, and it felt like she was a main issue there, but then she never returned. She left after Ren's, like, hospitalization thing. Never heard of her from her again. I was like, okay. Then the dad's issues with the whole, you know, mental thing, they was mentioned, and like he went into the mental institution thing. He got out, he tried to work on himself, but then it was never really mentioned again, or it was never resolved, kind of thing. Which I get it takes time, but like it was so weird the way it ended. And then Levi, I wrote down Levi, the ending. I don't know, I guess like what happened from then on, because it just ended. I don't know, it was so weird to me. I just like, and then the essay, oh my god, I put in like big exclamation points in capital letters, like capitalization, like the essay that they made such a big hoopla over, like how she gave her an extension for the essay for her to write, because she never turned it in first semester, so give her the second semester to do it. And Rainbow Rowell just like skimmed over that, like, oh, she wrote it, she made a big deal over this essay, and then later on and towards the end she was just like, oh, it was written, she turned it in, she handed it in. And even like Levi was like, do I ever get to read it? And he was like, and she was just like, at some point you will. Like, okay, that's nice. It's just, I didn't like that part. So for this book, I will give it, I don't even know what I'm gonna give it. I don't want to be mean because of that last issue, but I really enjoyed the book. It was cute. It was just, I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. Can you do that? Can I do that? I think I can do that, right? 3.5, maybe 3/4. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm spazzing out. Or should I just give it 4? 4 stars. Whatever. Screw the that major issue that I have. Major issue. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 stars. So there you go. That is my book talk. It's more like a book talk. Like, can you guys, some things that you agree with me, some things that this isn't even the book. Oh my god. Fail. This isn't even the book. But do you guys agree or disagree? Some comments, I don't know, questions, what do you want to talk about? I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, that's basically I will be doing for these books, and keep an eye out for them. Finger guns. Yeah, so that's the end of the video. I hope to see you guys in my next one, and watch out for them. Watch out for more of these. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.